Hello and welcome to Drawing with the Blakeleys.
I'm Dad.
No, I'm Dad.
No, I'm Dad.
Okay, well hi Dad. I guess that makes me Max.
I'm Max.
Anyhow, today we are drawing Endo. Glamrock Endo.
What?
Yeah, Glamrock Endoskeleton. Security breach. Anyway. Yeah, so thank you for joining us. Also thank you to Marina Rossi, Negative 341, and the rest of those guys you see on the screen, and gals. I didn't mean to gender it there. People, folks, men, women, non-binary, etc. One of the few security breach ones we have not done yet. So
We have like, I think we have staff bot and then like one more.
we've
and then we're
done
done.
a staff bot. It's the scary one. So I'm gonna start where I always start. The eyeballs.
I think I made my eyes too big, too far apart.
The real question though is, are they too big for your stomach?
Maybe. Alright.
Maybe you shouldn't have had that third helping of dinner.
I'm sorry.
Just being silly. So this is gonna be a more difficult one, just based on the amount of time I spent working on it already. But you guys asked for it. I was reluctant. I've got to tell you, I was reluctant. But I think that this could be fun.
It'll take us forever.
I'm sure, well, folks at home, we don't know yet because we're still making the video, but folks at home are probably looking at the runtime on this one going, oh boy.
They'd be like, he's lying, or like, oh my gosh, he's telling the truth. If it's taking us this long to draw the head, I wonder how it's going to take us long to draw the body.
We haven't even finished drawing the head.
Yeah.
I'm currently drawing the ear area. And that's just one of the ears. Yeah, this is, so the thing that makes this difficult.
There's so many details.
There's so many details, yes, one, but also they are all geometric shapes. So, with organic shapes, part of the reason I enjoy drawing them more is just that they have a lot more wiggle room.
I'm pretty sure I'm really bad at these.
Whereas
Organic shapes.
geometric shapes are very precise, right?
I'm good at
You're looking at right angles, you're looking at straight lines, a lot of straight lines, and if you don't nail them, it shows. And they're more challenging, not impossible to do, but it's harder to get them to look accurate. What? The puppy just nuzzled me.
How dare you?
Well, no, don't get me wrong. I love our puppies. I didn't hear him come down here. It was so quiet. Also, he's not exact. I mean, he's a 2-year-old dog, and he weighs 80 pounds. So he's not exactly like a tiny puppy, but
He almost weighs as much as me.
I think he probably weighs more than you, Max. He almost weighs as much as him. So I would phrase it since, you know, he's been outgrowing you, so to speak.
I wonder, he's probably, like in puppy years, he's probably like 10 years old.
Probably closer to 14 at this point.
So heavy.
The first couple years in a dog's life, they use that whole, 1 human year is 7 dog years. That applies in the first few years of their life. First 2, I think, and then after that, it's more like a,
1 year.
maybe not quite a year-to-year equivalent, but closer. All right, so we're drawing Endo's jaw.
I think we can really tell that he's a lot of
Mechanical
pounds
teeth.
because he laid on me and Dad this morning.
That's right. We were laying on the floor while your baby sister was watching Frozen 2, I think. Or no, maybe Peppa Pig.
Yeah, Peppa Pig.
And yeah, he came and laid on us and was crushing us. He's a big boy, but we love him.
It's not right. Alright. Got the answer right. Was probably expecting.
You got the answer you were expecting, which was that he didn't speak to you in English?
And you said no.
He said no?
Yep.
He said he's not a big boy.
No, he said he was a muscle boy. He's not a
Oh,
big
yeah.
boy. He's a big boy.
He's not a thick boy, he's a muscle boy.
He's a muscle.
So we're kind of getting into the Glamrock's body details here now. Glamrock Endo. And there are a lot of them.
Oh, it's gonna take us forever.
Well, and the funny thing is that I'm actually simplifying a lot of it here significantly. I certainly did in my kind of my practice drawings. Okay, and these shoulders are like a sort of a ball joint inside of a like a little cage almost, so trying to kind of get that impression here. So again, I really with this video, with all my practice work and whatnot with this, I'm really trying to simplify a lot about this. So I guess what I'm saying is, if this one seems more difficult than a lot of the other videos that we've done, I'm sorry, there's only so much I could do. You know, some of them just are very complicated, even for me. Like, this was not easy to draw, and I'm certainly no beginner when it comes to drawing.
You're a master.
No.
He's Picasso level.
Certainly not.
No, you are.
No, I am not. I don't think I'm being falsely modest. I'm just not. Picasso, at 12 years old, could draw better than I can now. He was a real talent when it came to that
Drawing.
sort of thing. Well, drawing, painting. His dad, actually, Maxie,
Yes.
was an art teacher.
Was he an art teacher at a school? I don't think so.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
So I'm kind of trying to bounce back and forth and
I'm gonna do that.
so that we are drawing sort of the equivalent shapes on each side. Really not sure how else to do this. He's got like this box part here in the middle, where his...
That might be his waist box.
Yeah, sure could be. This is where his kind of...
That's where he keeps the C4.
Oh yeah? He's full of plastic explosives?
Yep.
Didn't know that about him. He's got almost like a rib cage going here. Set that down. And that part as well, which is kind of more the edge of it. Awesome. Now hopefully we're not going to get too lost in these details. That's the other part, is sometimes when things are overly detailed, you can get lost in all those details. So hopefully that does not happen to us here. That was a little bit of an ugly line, Jonathan, on my part, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Yeah.
You want to see what an ugly line looks like? Then we draw legs. Then we draw... Oh, that's an ugly line. But you can turn that into something cool.
Maybe somebody can. I don't know if I'm that person.
I turned this scribble into a little man.
Okay.
Shoot, you're in front of me.
Alright, well, now we're kind of getting closer to the bottom.
Which is probably a little less detailed.
Well, I'm certainly making it less detailed just because
Oh.
there's only so much a person can do. You know what I mean, Jonathan?
Yes.
He's like, yeah, Dad, I'm also drawing the same thing.
No, I was just thinking ice cream.
Well, you already had some ice cream today.
I
As
did?
did I. Yeah, we had some Dairy Queen.
Oh.
You don't. Oh, well, I guess you had a frozen hot chocolate. That's ice cream in frozen hot chocolate form.
Dude, is it still? Where even is it?
Well, it's probably still out in the car where you left it.
Okay.
I
well,
promise I didn't drink the whole thing. Ha 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 ha.
I would cry if you do.
Well, hopefully you can save your crying for after the video.
Alright.
So we got a couple of hoses here, or cables?
Cables.
I guess I don't know.
And I'm gonna be one step ahead of you, and I'm gonna draw this cable from the middle.
What? I'm not drawing that cable?
What?
The hydraulic things here. It's sort of, this thing sort of has the elements of a skeleton and endoskeleton, as well as elements of a robot. That's kind of one of the things that made the Terminators in the movie Terminator so cool, I think. From a design standpoint, is just the fact that they...
I don't think I can draw my hands. The hands. We haven't even started on the hands.
I know.
We're not even technically complete with the body yet. I mean, we technically are, but like fully complete.
Alright, well, speaking of the arms, since you brought them up,
I'll try and draw my arm. As long as you try, that's
again,
all.
I'm simplifying it. If you want to simplify it in the same way, you sure can.
I'm going to simplify it.
And basically, I'm just removing some of the components from the arm. Some of there's sort of like some ring parts here. And yeah, I just kind of made a judgment call that I didn't feel like drawing them, because again, this video is already going to be like an hour long at this point.
That is not correct.
Hmm.
It's probably going to be... That's not correct. It's going to be an hour and 3 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was off by 3 seconds. Excuse me. No, it's not literally going to be an hour long. It's just...
Just the drawing portion is going to be an hour long.
That's true. We might have to simplify some of the coloring as well. I don't know. We'll see.
I think Dad says so much details. Probably the coloring part's going to be 3 times longer than the actual drawing portion.
Well, since we speed it up by about 1,000%, or 1,000 times, whatever, we
have to suffer here for like an hour, and you guys have to watch it for like...
I try and keep however long we draw, whether we draw for
30 minutes.
whether we color for 20 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. I try and always have the time lapse on the coloring portion of our videos be about 30 seconds. Sometimes it's shorter. I try not to make it longer than that, because I feel like it gets boring after that. You don't have room for the rest of the hand, huh?
Yeah, I made it.
It's okay.
I might have enough room for this, but I won't have enough room for the legs.
That's okay. I'm not going to draw the entire legs.
Now reference
As
see about like half of maybe.
well, as many folks out there, especially people who watch this channel a lot, know, I just don't care as much about leg details. Everything that I find interesting about this is about most of the things is located in the, let's say, knees upward. So I just...
What happens if their legs are like mismatched to like the endo guy? Like William, like Burntrap.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I find that interesting, but a lot of times those details, they just bore me. And since I don't really feel like, you know, doing part that's boring, I oftentimes just don't spend that much time doing legs. I'm sorry. If I was a bodybuilder, I would skip leg day every time.
Aren't you a bodybuilder?
Not in the sense of like a weightlifter.
Huh?
I'm only a bodybuilder in the sense that I draw bodies.
You are kind of a bodybuilder.
Well, yeah, but that's not the sense that people usually mean when they say a bodybuilder.
What do you mean?
That's like somebody who, you know, whose job it is to work out and
Maybe
get
you can
real
be like
buff.
a drawing body.
Well, even that's called anatomy when you know, an anatomy drawing when you draw bodies in that sense. And I have a basic knowledge of anatomy. Now this might look a little weird to you guys. Well, no, just because it's the hips of this guy are
weird.
No, they're just turned.
Ow.
You're trying to put words in my mouth, man.
Because I can.
No, you can't.
Damien.
Keep those words away from my mouth, mister.
No.
I will say this. One part I'm for sure going to include
is the what?
The cables around the legs.
Oh.
I thought that looked cool. So I probably am going to include that.
Yeah, those those are like the first thing I actually noticed.
About endo?
Yep. Cables around his legs. Also the fact that his eyes are glowing red. Also because he's super sussy.
Yes. All this and more. So I think one place where this is going to come into play is with this hip joint that I'm drawing right now, because it's a lot more head-on. So like this one is turned, but this one is, you know, one is like this way and one is like this way. It's a pretty different look. So just bear that in mind.
Oh no, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna fall
Don't
asleep.
go to sleep. Don't go
I sound like we're gonna
to
sleep.
sleep.
But you're not in this video.
Did Bennett just say you're not clever?
Yeah.
Kind of a mean thing to say.
Which does know 2 things about me. How about this? I have 2 words for you to say. Be quiet.
Wait, you want him to say that, or you're saying that to him?
Yeah, I have 2 words for you.
Oh, I forgot.
Be and quiet.
I forgot the last part of his thumb. See, now this is the sort of thing that I actually am a little bit more interested in drawing. Would be these spiral looking hoses, just because I think they look cool.
That's about all I can draw. Alright.
Or cables. These are cables, not hoses. Oh boy. Oh boy, Dad.
My back got destroyed
By what?
by sitting on the beanbag for 5 hours.
Oh, well, Sorry to hear that, my son.
And then my dad got me a back crack and I felt better.
That's true. Cracked the boy's back. And he said, "Thank you, Dad. That feels better." And I said, "You're welcome, son."
I am a son. What I am going to do...
Alright. Now, obviously those legs keep going, but that's about as much detail as I'm going to add to that. And I'm just going to add the suggestion of a couple lines here, because a lot of this is going to be dark. Alright, thank you. No more of that, please.
Walter.
Alright. Yep, I think that's gonna do. Oh, there's a little bit more detail I think I'm gonna add in here. Alright. Well, there's Endo. Hopefully, yeah, you found that interesting. Oh, I should probably really do something over here too. Alright, so let's move on to the coloring portion.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, Endo. I feel like I could spend another so long. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. So yeah, Maxie,
Yeah.
how do you feel about nearing the end of our security breach videos? I feel like these have been good ones for us. Oh, again, you didn't use that. Yeah, I'm a little sad to not have a lot more left of these guys. There's obviously still a lot more Freddy things, and we will continue to do FNAF videos because we really enjoy doing them, but this particular one was, this franchise was a lot of fun to do. We still have a few left, some more service bots and things, but getting near the end. It's so sad.
Yeah. It's sad.
Clearly, you're real broken up about it. Well, these guys make fun of me. I'll just turn to our viewers who've never made fun of me to my face. Well, yeah. Not usually that. I don't know. You know, there was a guy who asked me to adopt him. Maybe I should. Maybe if I adopt him or her, then I could. When you guys could take their place at the adoption agency.
No, wait a second. You're not wrong if you do that.
I think Charlie should be the one.
You know, you make a compelling argument, Maxie. Anyway, on your screen you should see our logo. Go ahead and click on that to subscribe, ring the bell, and you will be notified whenever we put out a new video. You lucky duck, you. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, and of course, leave your suggestions down below. Now that we're finishing up with our security breach videos, we'll have to figure out something new to do, since that's kind of been our main, just about every other video for a while now. So yeah, let us know what you think we should do next. Otherwise, friends, I suppose that's it. Till next time, bye.